Every couple of years, a new fad diet rises to popularity, and health warriors worldwide attempt to improve their well-being with new science, often without being fully informed of the nutritional consequences. Doing the rounds these days is the alkaline diet. The science behind it seems plausible at face value, but more importantly, the diet is endorsed by Victoria Beckham and a person with a PhD, so it's bound to work, right? Wrong. And I'll tell you why, because I do Year 11 biology.
The alkaline diet, also known as the alkaline acid diet, promises to increase weight loss and reduce the likelihood of developing cancers and arthritis. The basis of the thinking surrounding the diet is that certain foods like meat, wheat, refined sugar, and processed foods cause your body to produce acid, which is bad for you, while on the other hand, certain foods are suggested to have alkaline properties, which is proposed to encourage weight loss and similar health benefits. The alkaline diet claims to help your body maintain its blood pH level. People who believe in the diet say that although acid-producing foods shift our pH bounce for only a little while, if you keep shifting your blood pH over and over, you can cause long-lasting acidity.
Shockingly, the reality of the diet is a little different to how Dr. PhD describes it. Nothing you eat is going to substantially change the pH of your blood. Only your body can control your pH level. Considering this, it is to be expected that this diet should be complete rubbish. But the foods you're supposed to eat on the alkaline diet are, in fact, beneficial for you. Eating lots of fruit and vegetables, lots of water, avoiding sugars, alcohol, and processed food. So there is some good to be gained if the individual can stay on this diet. So now I've outlined the alkaline diet, I'm going to go and compare it to the Australian Dietary Guidelines. There are 5 guidelines for healthy eating set up by the Australian government to promote improved health and well-being in the general population. The first 3 relate directly to the intake of nutritious food, while the last 2 are not so relevant and will not be included for this task. This guideline states the need of a healthy diet rich in nutrients to maximise the individual's growth and well-being. Notice how there is a separate point for adolescents because they are growing and nutrient intake is even more important for them. Also made clear is that the amount of exercise should be proportional to the energy intake in order to maintain a healthy body weight and avoid the negative health impacts associated with being overweight or obese. Guideline 2 discusses the importance of a mixed diet that includes a wide variety of nutritious foods to meet nutrient requirements, as not one single food can provide all nutrients necessary for good health. By having a balanced diet, the intake of nutrients needed for optimum bodily function will be achieved without the need for supplementation. This is because different foods contain different nutrients. The government has split all foods we see today into 5 groups, each providing different nutrients for a healthy body. Guideline 3. Limit the intake of foods containing saturated fat, added salt, added sugar and alcohol. Low-fat diets not suitable for children under the age of 2 years. The majority of our daily recommended energy intake should be composed of grainy foods. Grains are our main source of carbohydrate, a nutrient we use for energy, especially during sport or other high-intensity activities. With 1 gram of carbohydrate providing 4 calories for energy, it is not the most energy-dense nutrient, but it is the most readily available for our body to use. The alkaline diet recommends a reduction in carbohydrate intake, apparently because carbohydrates are acidic and therefore have a negative effect on one's health. Considering carbohydrates are the main energy source for active individuals, alkaline dietees may find themselves lacking the energy and motivation to carry out simple tasks. The claim that the alkaline nature of a person's blood can assist with weight loss has been proven to be rubbish by multiple studies. But there is no denying that cutting carbohydrates out of one's diet would create a huge calorie deficit and would likely result in unhealthy weight loss, similar to the effect that the alkaline diet is described to have. It is worth remembering, though, that not all carbohydrates are created equal. All foods pass through your digestive system at different rates due to numerous factors, and therefore release energy at different rates too. Carbohydrates can be split into 2 groups, simple and complex carbohydrates. Foods that pass through quickly are known as high GI foods. These are digested quickly and produce peaks in blood sugar followed by hunger, which results in excessive calorie intake. High GI foods are usually high in simple carbohydrates, or sugars. This is why Guideline 3 recommends a reduced sugar intake. Low GI foods are digested slowly, resulting in sustained energy and a feeling of fullness. These are composed of complex carbohydrates. Whole grains are generally low GI, whereas processed grains have a high GI. Whole grains are a primary source of many nutrients, including dietary fiber. Dietary fiber derived from whole grains have been shown to reduce blood cholesterol levels, and with it, the risk of heart issues and diabetes. Fiber also assists with healthy bowel movement, according to healthyeating.com, and provides a feeling of fullness, a critical feature of a food source to be useful in weight loss. Grains also contain various B vitamins and minerals, including iron. B vitamins are important for enabling the process of metabolism and tissue synthesis, and assisting with the proper function of the nervous system. Iron is important for the transportation of oxygen in the circulatory system. Beriberi is a condition caused by a lack of vitamin B1, thiamine. Guideline 2 also briefly states that salt intake should be reduced. This is because
a diet high in sodium is associated with elevated blood pressure, a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease.
Source: the New England Journal for Medicine. Legumes and vegetables are a critical component of a healthy diet, as they are the main source for most nutrients, including vitamins A and C. There is a strong link between appropriate vegetable intake and many health benefits. The alkaline diet certainly does prioritize vegetable and legume intake, so no nutrients derived from this food group will be missing in the alkaline diet. This is because vegetables are apparently an alkaline food. Meat, poultry, fish, dairy, beans, peas, eggs, nuts, and seeds are the main sources of protein and provide many other nutrients to the body, such as B and E vitamins, iron, zinc, and magnesium. Proteins are polymer chains made up of amino acids linked together by peptide bonds. 9 of these essential amino acids cannot be synthesized by the body and can only be acquired through the consumption and digestion of protein. On the flip side, a high-protein diet requires a higher intake of water. This is because of the extra stress placed on the kidney while eliminating the breakdown of byproducts of protein, which isn't used as efficiently as your body as carbohydrate is for energy. Extra water is therefore needed to dilute the system. According to the alkaline diet, meat is especially acidic and therefore bad for you and should be avoided. But according to the Australian Dietary Guidelines, a diet highly deficient in the 9 essential amino acids that the body is unable to synthesize can result in stunted growth and recovery, damaged skin, nails and hair, increased fatigue levels, loss of muscle mass, and most importantly, a reduced immune system, rendering the affected individual susceptible to a host of infectious diseases. Fats have been given a bad reputation in recent times, but as most people now know, certain fats are necessary for good health. Fats are split into 2 different categories: saturated and non-saturated. Healthy unsaturated fats, monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, lower risk of heart-related issues and type 2 diabetes by regulating bad cholesterol and boosting good cholesterol. Saturated fats do almost the opposite, which is why Guideline 3 recommends a reduced saturated fat diet. Most oils being fats that are liquid at room temperature, are mostly non-saturated, while most solid fats that are solid at room temperature, are high in saturated fats and or trans fats. Trans fats increase the risk of coronary heart disease. The alkaline diet recommends a healthy intake of fat, as it is neither acidic or alkaline. So as long as dieters are sensible and knowledgeable in their fat intake, this macronutrient won't cause any issues for them. So, there you have it. Stick to your dietary guidelines and you'll flourish nutritionally. Follow the alkaline diet and you won't do so well.